Hi there and welcome back. So we're going to start a new project, as I was saying last week. So I'd still got quite a bit of the Botanical notes papers printed out. So I've ended up making 4 signatures with the papers, what was left over. I've put some other things in, book pages, some note paper. I think this is called newsprint paper. I bought an A4 pad of it off Amazon a long time ago. So another book page, another one of those newsprint papers. So I think there's 15 pages. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So I don't know if I'll put any more in them. They're all, you know, the same kind of thing. I don't know if they're in the same order, but they'll be in a similar order. So I've just made those up, and that will use like the journal pages. I've still got other pages because it is a massive kit. There's 2 kits, and well, there's 3 kits because there's an ephemera kit as well. So I'm going to do a file folder project. I don't know at this point if I'm going to put 2 signatures in it, or so do 2 lots of 2, or if I'm going to put 1 signature in each. I'm not sure. I have got out some cream envelopes in different sizes. I got 3 out of each. I think that's all I'd got in the big ones, so I just got 3 of each out. I'm going to use vintage photo on this project. Last time I inked with a green ink. I can't remember what it's called, but I thought I'd use vintage photo with the kit. So these are my file folders. I think these might be letter size ones. So these are like about 33 inches by about 9 inches. You don't have to use file folders. Obviously you can just use an envelope or something, but I've still got some left, so I might as well use them. Now if I fold that way, that gives me my tab that side. I'd prefer it the other side, so I'm just gonna refold it and I'll do it like that. So all I'm gonna do is fold it in half. Am I going to want a spine? Let's just have a think. So I think this first one, I'm going to do it like I've not done one for ages, like I used to do. So build it up with envelopes too. So you've got like a plain journal inside to write on, and then all your pockets and stuff are in the actual file folder. So I think that's what I want to do with the first one. And because I'm going to do it build onto it, I will only put 1 signature in this, and I think I will do it on an elastic so I can take the signature out, which means if this is quite bulky and this was sewn in, it's hard to then write on. But if it's a removable one, you can, you know, have this as your flippy floppy bit and take this out to write on. So with that being the case, I will want a bit of a spine. So I'm still going to fold it because I don't think this will properly fit in my oh dear, what do you call it? I forget what you call it. Scoreboard. that is the word. So it's folded, and then I can score either side of it. So let me just turn it around this way. See now. Oh, it will just fit. Let's do it that way. So it is on this. So if I go 1, 2, 3. No, that's way too big. Let's go 1, 2. I don't want a big spine, obviously, because I'm only putting... Oh, I could put 2 signatures in it, couldn't I? We'll see. We'll see. So 1, 2. I don't know how big a spine that will give me, but that looks as if it's going to be enough just for one, isn't it? I might go bigger. Let's go bigger. Okay. So I'm going to go at 3. Be fine that I've got these creases in because it'll be covered over anyway. So we'll go to the next one on there. Just make it a bit difficult for me to find the crease to fold the right crease. So that's that one. And then that's that one. So that has given me, ooh, it's not even straight. Just folding it the opposite way. Okay. Yeah, that's fine. So that is giving me how much of a spine? 3/4 of an inch. So I could definitely have 2 in here. So like I say, these are just going to be for writing, so they're not going to, you know, get any bulkier. Might add a couple more pages in there to make them to 15 pages. So this is definitely off the cuff make. All I'm working with is, you know, what I've grabbed out, and we're just going to make it up as we go along, and just try and use the rest of this kit up. So that's my base. These will fit in lovely like that, so plenty of room in there, so they can go to one side for quite a while. Right, so the big envelopes, we can do lots of different things. I can put it there, so that flaps out like so. So I could put one either side, which, you know, I've done a lot, and it obviously gives you a lot more space. You can obviously join 2 file folders together as well, but if you've got big envelopes, it's a good way to use them. I kind of like, if you can see how that goes down, I would kind of like to make that into a pocket. So if I put that there, it would, I mean, I could still use it as a pocket, but it would make it a little bit awkward. So I'm definitely going to attach that one on that side, like that. And then maybe I might put this towards the middle. So I could still have my pocket here and this bit would flap out. Now, do I want it? If I did it that way around, which I could. No, I wouldn't want it opening that way, so I would do that way. Yes. Okay. So, I don't know if to ink around this first. Let's ink around it first, so at least we've got everything. I will be obviously covering it, but I'm probably going to not go, you know, like matte it. There'll probably be a bit of a border around it. So if I get it all inked, that will. I don't need to ink where the. Oh, I will actually. I was going to say I don't need to ink where the. Oh, I can't remember what you call it. Spine is. But like I say, I will anyway. I used a vintage photo for a while. I'm going to say I've just been using the pink ink with the Foxglove Forest, and then before that I was using the green. Sorry. Yeah, the green. And I think before that I was using the blue. Right, that's all that. Okay, I'll do the bottom and then I'll have to turn it over and do the other side. Like so. I'm filming this, it's Monday. I've not, apart from filming the flip through of the Foxglove Forest, I've not been in here for a week. You might remember me saying that I was taking 2 of the grandchildren to the zoo, which I did last Sunday. So Monday was a total rest day. We was walking around for a good 4 or 5 hours. So my legs was, you know, aching. Very fatigued the following day. It was very hot. It was the sun wasn't particularly out. It was just a humid day, but there was a nice breeze, so that did keep us a bit cooler. Lovely zoo. I've not been to that one before. It's if you're in the UK or if you're not, Yorkshire Wildlife Park, I think they call it. I don't think they call it an actual zoo. So that's it all inked around. That's I think what we're going to do next. So I think I will attach that. I mean, I could cover it first and then attach it. I kind of like attaching everything first. So I'm just going to make sure these are glued down, which they're often not. I suppose that just gives you that space, doesn't it, to get a card, you know, your greeting card in and out. Okay, so that's that one. So I will ink around that and this one. So I will continue my story why I ink. Okay, so I'm going to ink around the opening. Yes, so lots of different animals. There was some polar bears. I think there was about 6 polar bears. There was 3 different habitats. And I must say the habitats was amazing. You know, I know it obviously doesn't compare, nothing like them being in the wild, but they are the best habitats I have ever seen. I don't know if they just, you know, not long had a refurb, but everything looked so clean and new. The paths was very, very nice. You know, really easy to walk around. Lots of restaurants. And, you know, ice cream stations and this, that and the other. Yeah, I was very, very impressed, but very expensive. For an adult, it was nearly £30. For a child, it was over £25. So, yeah, dear day out. We didn't take a picnic. We just had, well, me and my auntie had jacket potato. The children had, you know, what children do, nuggets and chips. So that's all that done. I'll do this one. The food wasn't too expensive, but yeah, I think taking a picnic, and I love taking picnics, but when you're walking around such a long, well, for a long time, I think there's nothing worse than carrying a load of bags and stuff. A lot of people have got those trolley things. I think they're like adventure trolleys or something. But even so, you know, you've still got to pull that around. I don't mind taking a picnic if you're kind of going back to your car for it, but not to walk around with it all day. So yes, there was polar bears, and each of them had got like their own lake, and then caves and big hills and, you know, vegetation. There were some sea lions, 2 sea lions. They've got two pools as well. In the morning there was in one pool, and then in the afternoon they'd moved them to the other pool. Oh, what else was they? They're both inked. So I'm going to glue this into here. So if I just glue the flap and glue it to this side, because I don't want to glue the whole thing down until I've decided what I'm doing. I think it goes to about there, so let's glue that. I don't need loads because, like I say, the whole thing's going to be glued together, so this will get, you know, squashed in there. There was some lovely giraffes. There was your normal giraffes, and then there was one, I think he said it was called a Rothschild giraffe, and the markings on that was beautiful. A lot darker than a normal giraffe. And then there were some zebras. There wasn't any elephants. There were some camels. I don't think I've seen camels before in real life. So I think with that, I'm going to cut that down just so it takes this shape. So if I take that bit off, I think that'll be fine. Where's my little scissors? There's some otters, a big family of otters. They was all, well, the first time we walked around there, they was all swimming, and then when we was leaving, they was all laying down, and they was all like laying together, all on top of each other. That was so cute. There was a giant anteater, a couple of different lots of monkeys, probably, I don't know, between 6 and 8 different monkeys. There was meerkats. Oh gosh, it's so hard to... Leopards. I actually saw a leopard, because a lot of the times, you know, you're going to see these animals, and obviously they're hidden, but I did see a beautiful leopard. There was a couple of other kinds of, you know, big cats. One didn't move the entire day. I doubted if it was you know, thought it was like a mechanical thing, but my aunt said she did see its tail move. There's some little deers, you know, not normal deers. So that's that. I'm liking that. Let's think what else we can do. So I've got these ones, which, you know, I can link on to here to make it even longer, or I can add one in there. Yeah, I think I'm going to add that one into there. Let's do that. So I'm going to have to ink around it, and yeah, I really can't remember what other animals there was, but there was lots of, you know, ones that I'd not actually seen before, and yeah, it was a very, very nice day. So yeah, and then like I say, on the Monday I rested. Tuesday I had to get caught up with, you know, housey things, and my hairdresser came and cut my hair, and I've had it quite short. It's on my jawline, so I suppose it's a bit like a short bob. I'm going to call it a pixie bob or something. So it was oh, probably at my shoulder blades. And you know, with the heat and with my age, I am doing an awful lot of sweating, and oh, it just felt awful having all that hair. But you know, I've always really had long hair. So yeah, I was a bit nervous, but it absolutely looks lovely. I will, well, when I get a photo, I will put one up in Patreon to show you. And I said to the hairdresser, I felt as if she'd knocked like 10 years off me. I feel that long hair was aging me, and I've not really realised how much so. So yeah, I was glad I got that done. Didn't need it re-dyeing. I was a bit unsure with it taking so much off. I thought, you know, as my highlights going to be, but it's still got a lot of, I don't know, golden brown colouring. So I did buy some shampoo, like blonde shampoo to brighten it and stuff, to try and keep it there. I don't need it dyeing again. I try and, you know, do it as little as possible, because it's you know, it's so expensive, even though, you know, I have a home hairdresser who's, you know, very reasonable. It's still an expensive do. I think, do I want to cut that bit off? No, because the whole thing of that will be covered, so that doesn't matter. I might want to round it off. Yeah, I think I'm just going to follow that round. That's that. Okay, so we've got that one in, and then we've got this one, and then on this side we've got this one. So I don't want any more tall ones. That's it's going to obviously take a lot of well, not matting, but, you know, matting. So this one, I don't know if to have this on this side coming out. Yeah, that would be nice. Or no, I think I will have that one. So let me ink around there. So yeah, then Wednesday was another rest day to get over Tuesday. And then Thursday I went into town, which my town's Nottingham, and with my youngest daughter, and we went to my middle daughter's. Now she lives out of town, so we caught a bus into town and then walked to her house, which probably, I don't know, it's slowish pace. It was about half an hour. Did I glue that bit down? I think I did, didn't I? Yeah. And then we picked my youngest granddaughter up, Sylvie, who was 5.5 months, and we walked back into town to take her out for a couple of hours, because my middle daughter, she's just moved into a new house on her own, and I can't get my words out. Sanded her floor down and stained it, and she wanted to get it varnished. So I think the last time I had Sylvie, she did the sanding. Right, so that's going to go on there. So these are like your pockets, you can say. I will still put some kit pockets on. I mean, you don't have to use them as pockets. You can seal them up and just have them as a place to add a pocket to. So I could seal this one up, but, you know, put a pocket there and there, which I probably would do on this one, because I think that could be quite awkward getting something out of that one. The bigger ones I'll probably leave as they are and have some really big journal cards in them, and then that will give this a lot of stability. And that one I'll probably keep as a pocket, but yeah, that smaller one might be a little bit awkward. So we've got one of those, so put that there. Now I could add another one here. I don't know if I want to, I'm just playing with the idea. could, if I can get the medium one, I could add the medium one there and then add that one onto there. So yeah, I probably would cover that up. Yeah, I think I might do that. It doesn't have to, you know, you could have it going down, which actually that would make it easier to get something in. So let's do that again. I'm going to have to, after ink, I can just keep talking, can't I? Throw ink in and have a bit of a catch up. Yeah, so we walked back into town. My youngest daughter's boyfriend came with us as well, so, and it was a lovely day again, not overly sunny. It wasn't muggy actually that day, it was just warm and it got a breeze, which yeah, we was thankful about, because long way to walk if it was red hot. But I thought it's best to walk because you know. Okay, I just have to pause there. So I've inked around that and stuck that one down. Oh, I didn't want it there. I wanted it across the bottom. Oh well, it's stuck now. Would have been really nice across the bottom. Oh well, not to matter. Right, so that one can go there, and I've stuck the pieces down what was not stuck down. So this is going to be our file folder journal, or file folder folio, whatever you like to call them. So let's have a look what we've got. Okay, so that'll be his front. We've got his spine, which will have not brads, eyelets in with elastic to take your journals out. We've got this, which I think I will use as a pocket, and then obviously we can put pockets onto the front of that. We've got that flips out, then we've that what opens, which, like I say, I'll probably cover all that. We've got that one, which I will use as a pocket. This little one, which I'll probably cover, and this one, which I'll probably use as a pocket. Oh, let me just put a little bit of glue there. So I'm going to end the video there. I know I was partway into what I was saying. I'll just continue my conversation on the next video, because I am going to just continue videoing, but I just wanted to keep this at 30 minutes, because if you are following along, that's obviously, you know, quite a bit to get on with. So I will be back tomorrow and we will continue. If you wanting to work along with me, I think I'm going to be covering it. I have got some couple of sheets of wallpaper out. I've got a couple of book pages, which are nice tall ones, and I've obviously got the kit. So we will start and cover it in the next video. I think I'm going to do the papers either with the tear ruler, and I think I'll get the chopper out what's got that as well. So I might bring the ink in further so we can have it a bit not scruffy, I don't know what you'd call it, you know, not neat. Right, until tomorrow, I shall see you very soon. Thanks for joining me. Bye for now.